Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who is currently going through a little bit more of a financial struggle than feeling super stable. There could have been some outside influences, issues in the industry or within the company, or maybe even an end of a relationship, maybe just paying off some debt. But we have someone here who is about to get promoted. For some of you, this is, you started at this company at the entry level, and now you've got enough experience to be considered a manager, or even get up to, like boss or leadership. So with the Hierophant, there's something here about your understanding of how to approach what you do for money that enables you to level up or feel like things financially are going to be a little bit more comfortable for you than they have been. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Oh, we need more than that. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, hello, Yoga. Hello, Mira. Hello, Rainbow Warrior. What's up, Famous Seamus? I hope you all are having a good day. I think we're going to start with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. There's definitely like a positive energy coming in, so this feels like the right one to go for. Thank you. Hey, Hannah. I hope your day is going well. I never saw a follow-up on whether or not you wanted a question answered with your tip from earlier today, so let me know. Otherwise, always appreciate the generosity. Oh, and we have kindness coming through. So whoever this reading is for, you are being seen as someone who has offered kindness and support, maybe, charity to somebody who was vulnerable. Maybe you were able to offer a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you were able to loan someone some money. Maybe you were able to help someone find a job. But there's something you've done in your past while you were in this, not super financially stable. Maybe it's just like a little bit more difficult than normal. You did something for someone else, not because it would benefit you, and it was never forgotten. So you might have someone who literally wants to return the favor to you, or you're just getting some good karma because of how you've been helping others around you. All right, this is the Marseille Cat Tarot. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate you. Oh, Holy Yoga is asking about the crowns. I think it's pertaining to how many comments. I think it's like top commenter. If you click on the actual crown itself, for me at least on the cell phone, it'll show you like the leaderboard. Hey Rachel, welcome back. Hello SEO, what's up? Thank you. At 123, I like it. So we have Death in the reverse, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the Magician in the reverse. Whoever I'm reading for, yes, you've been kind and you've been helpful towards others, but you may have felt like you kept running into endings or frustrations, obstacles in your way. Things are about to, it's like you're about to have the blindfold removed. Whatever has made you feel like you don't have the resources that you need, or that it's not the right time to be bold and make those moves, you're going to realize that those restraints or limitations are no longer applied, or that you have some opportunity that is directly tied to the efforts, the passion you have for what you do, or how people view you. Thank you for subscribing, video watcher. Hello, Carson. How you doing? Hello, GB. Two of Swords, a choice, or feeling like somebody's at a crossroads. And the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so in other words, you've made it to a checkpoint in your life, or you have done something to demonstrate your worthiness for a promotion perhaps, or maybe it's credit worthiness. Maybe it's somebody who feels like they're ready to get into a long-term relationship with you. But I feel like for the majority of you, this is about your finances and your perception of job security or being able to pay bills or even afford some of the things that you hadn't thought you would be able to, right? Yeah, religious tolerance is important here, so please respect that, okay? Hello, Jenna. No, but I'm trying not to like switch over to Spanish. I do have the Tarot de la Nuit, which I believe means Tarot of the Night, I think. But I don't speak Spanish, or I don't speak French. I only speak Spanish, and I dabbled a little bit, like I took some Latin and learned a little bit of German and Norwegian for travels. I still don't know why the thing that I remember most easily in German is "Das ist verboten." Like, when am I gonna need that? Excuse me, miss, could you please explain why you're visiting our country? No, that's forbidden. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there was instability or a sense of loss. You know, maybe there was a setback as far as damage to a car, or maybe there was a problem as far as like rent getting way more expensive. But it does feel like we have someone who felt like I need to make some sort of a change here in order to start, you know, saving some money or getting to my goals, maybe buying a house, moving somewhere else. And this pay grade isn't cutting it, you know? Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Hello, Titanic. What's up? So we have the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. Wow, everything in the reverse. Okay. This whole row. And the Fool and the King of Cups are also in the reverse. I do feel like there's been some energy sent your way, or somebody in your inner circle has been causing a lot of setbacks or delays for you. Whether this is literally somebody who's borrowing money for you and it makes you difficult to reach your financial goals, or if it's more so, you know, I have this family obligation, so I can't quite finish my education and get that degree, or I can't, you know, work extra hours because I just had a kid. There's something here where it's like none of the things were really lining up to allow for that. Thank you for the hot cocoa. I appreciate that, Leland's mom. I hope you're having a good day. There we go. Hello, Kashara. How are you doing? Hello, Erin. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the compliment. Oh, we actually need to switch to a different tarot deck. Let's go with the Nightmare Before Christmas. What else do we have? It's so weird. I was like drawn to the Fairy Godmother Oracle because I was like, oh, this looks like such a positive reading. And then I want to go to the Nightmare Before Christmas. So maybe this is literally implying that things have been difficult leading up to the month of December, but something magical is about to change for you. And money becomes a little bit more comfortable, or perhaps a lot more comfortable for you during the holidays. So we have the Seven of Presents or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Page of Potions or Page of Cups. There's something here about you giving or working and not getting paid, not getting your, market rate, or somebody trying to like cheat you out of a commission that you had earned. It's like you're owed money. You haven't gotten what you should have been compensated for. We've got the Seven of Candles or Seven of Wands in the reverse. And there could be this loss or an unexpected change in your finances where, not getting paid what you should have been, or being a little bit patient even though you had demonstrated that you're an asset to the team. It may have made you question whether or not you're going to have to wait forever. 10 of Candles or 10 of Wands. The 8 of Cups or 8 of Potions, and the World in the reverse. So there's something here that ended, and I feel like it's the person who is causing negative energy for you. Some of you may have just blocked someone, and that changed the whole thing for you. And now there's no longer this negative energy successfully impacting your ability to get what you want. But with the World in the reverse, it's like whatever I had been connected to no longer has this connection to me. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? Hello, Giles. How's it going? Hello, Mary. This is a general reading. Hello, Ricky. Yeah, that's going to be pretty difficult, I bet. Hello, Ryder. How are you doing? So we have the Two of Needles, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Presents, which is the Three of Pentacles. I think there's change happening for you in whatever makes you money. Some of you might be finding a new job. Some of you might be getting a raise for the same job you've been doing. Some of you may be getting a new commission plan for the new year, and it's much better. Some of you might have something you could sell, but I feel like this is more sustainable, like over a long period of time. It just feels like it's more comfortable for you to deal with, taking care of everything that's necessary, and then also having something to enjoy life with, go on travels or buy a new pair of Crocs. Thank you. How's it going? Cool. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Denise. What's going on? Yeah, I agree, Rachel. Moving on up. Hello, Nicholas. How are you doing? The 10 of Needles, which is the 10 of Swords, by the way. Also, just shout out to those of you that speak French, because I did start this reading with the French cards. So I love that. So I guess in a way I could say I'll at least know the words from the tarot at some point here once I have those all memorized. We've got is that the Moon? The Moon joining the 10 of Swords. I do feel like you're ending a connection. The 10 of Wands is clarified by the Moon, so it's like, it's just become a little bit too obvious that you're hiding something or you're not being honest with me. So it makes me question what it is that keeps me connected to you. Why are we friends? Why are we dating? Or why have I not no contact with somebody who is disrespectful like that? I'm not getting a lot of information on who this person is just yet. But if there's someone that consistently tries to disparage your achievements or make you feel like you're probably too big for your britches and you can't actually achieve that, this could be the person that we're talking about. When you block that negative energy from impacting how you view yourself and the path your life could take, you are able to level up. Another Hierophant. Hierophant refers to somebody who is seen as a boss or someone who is an expert. It could also be a little bit like celebrity. This could be someone who has fans or people who are very interested to hear certain processes or philosophies that they might have. So judgment in the reverse, this is a little warning, you know, if you're on, I don't know, if you're a little indecisive and not quite certain if you should go no contact or end a relationship, and you know that person has made it more difficult for you to work on the things that are important, or you know that they haven't really respected your boundaries, then this is kind of your ticket to that financial stability. Show the universe that you choose you, and you'll be rewarded. This is the Masonic Tarot. I appreciate that. Okay, so we have, I think I've already said hello to Ricky, but maybe not to Rick. Hello, Rick. Sorry if I already said hello. We have the Four of Cups or Four of Chalices in the reverse, and the Page of Chalices and the Four of Gold. The Four of Gold in the Masonic Tarot, by the way, is associated with fire, so that would be like the Four of Wands. I'm telling you, you're getting an offer. This is like, you have to be willing to walk away from someone, even if it's difficult. If you can tell that this is somebody who would like to see you fail versus someone who would like to celebrate your wins with you, ask yourself why you put up with that. I bet you can't imagine yourself feeling that way towards someone, right? No, I want to see that person be successful. No, I would like go, you know, have a drink with them or something, or I would throw them a party for that. If this is somebody who's actively interested in seeing you not achieve the things that you would like to do in your life, then I encourage you to find a new friend, or I encourage you at least to have a conversation, if it feels constructive, about what the barrier, or like, why are we competing here? Why is this an issue? The Four of Gold or the Four of Wands is talking about you being able to go to that next level, and there are some people who didn't think that you would be able to achieve that. And you don't want those folks to keep you from achieving what you're meant to achieve. Hey, Laura. Hello, Ezra. How are we doing today? Oh, that seems fair. Hello, Brusher. How are you doing? So we have the Nine of Cups or Nine of Chalices, the Ace of Chalices, and the Hermit. Okay, so you choose to clean things up a little bit, walk away from the drama or the toxic person. This Ace of Cups, it can be a love offer, but it can also be talking about how you treat yourself. And that's one of the most important things there are, because the way you treat yourself is also a message to the people around you as to what kind of treatment you accept, right? And allowing someone who has a tendency to want to see you fail, allowing them to stay in your life, you know, you gotta at least hope or see some sort of evidence that they're going to work on that, because that's not the kind of energy you want to be keeping around. It's delaying things. So I see whoever this reading is for, you walk away from this person, or at least take a little bit of a break, so that you can refocus that energy and not be influenced by someone who doesn't believe in you. Hello, Momo. How are you doing? Hello, Darren. I hope you're having a good day, even if you are being a little bit of a troll. Hello, Baby Yoda. We have the Seven of Mallets, which would be the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's someone who did not pay you what you were owed, someone who took something of yours, or, you know, you haven't gotten what you should have by this point. So it's like the universe is looking for a way to send abundance to you. So we have the Page of Gold, which is the Page of Wands. That's like good news, right? Hey, you know, we reviewed your request and it looks like we should be offering you a raise. So we're going to do that for you. Here's what we're going to pay you instead. Hello, Delukesh, or Delukshi? Sorry if I said that wrong. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Caitlin. How are you doing? Hello, Infestomania. How are you doing? Hello, Nahachik. Did I say it right? I hope I did. I hope you're all having a good day. So we've got the Five of Chalices, which is the Five of Cups, and talks about grief, loss, guilt. And I'm going to say that it looks like whoever I'm reading for, you have this hesitation towards going no contact or cutting this person out of your life because you feel like they would not be able to figure out how to move forward if you were not there to give them the directions. Some of you are too young to know that back in the day, what we would do is go to MapQuest and type in the address and then like print out the directions to where we were traveling to. But I feel like this is someone where you're thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't like print off the directions for this person, they're gonna get lost like easily within the first couple of days. This person may be codependent. This person may feel like you owe them or they're entitled to your time or maybe even your money, maybe your groceries, I don't know. But this is someone who needs to learn how to do things on their own, and their codependent energy is blocking you from being as capable of achieving what you were meant to at this point. But I feel like most of you are at that decision point where you realize, I think I need to choose myself. I think I need to make a change here, you know? Hi, Crystal. I do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in, with priority to those who tip or donate. If the super chat function doesn't work for you, you can also donate memberships to folks in the live chat, and I'll pull a few cards for you then as well. Otherwise, I do also have long form, like private personal readings, and you'd want to email me for that, which is in the description box. And those start at $40. Hello, Nam. How are you doing? Hello, Sky. Hello, Physics. This is the Poe Tarot. 10 of Candles, the 10 of Wands. And all I loved alone. I mean, this individual who's not interested in seeing you be successful could be more influential than really they should be. I don't know why. It's like this person doesn't show up for you. If you're a famous musician, they don't want to go to your shows. If you're, you know, an athlete, they don't want to go to your games. And maybe, you know, expecting every single game to be attended is a problem, but this is someone who's just plain not supportive. They don't want to see you do well. We have the Magician, but the Raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if sorry guys. But the Raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. I think this is just feeling fed up, you know? I tried to see if this was gonna work, or I wanted to have a conversation or compromise, so I changed my behavior, but then I didn't really see anything changing on yours. Or it seems like I'm still left here wondering why I feel so tired and, you know, like nothing really comes back my way. Three of Quills, the Three of Swords. So I was out here trying to be a really good friend to you, and you were more or less a fake friend to me, or I was trying to be loyal and like a compassionate, caring partner, and you gave me not very much in return. So this is a sense of betrayal or disappointment. This is who the toxic individual is. It doesn't sound like they treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. So it is time to block out the negative energy, repurpose that energy, and put it into things that actually matter to you. This could be a goal, going to the gym more often. This could be something that does actually pay dividends. Maybe you're starting a side hustle or pursuing a different industry. But by not having to be totally focused on someone else's drama, you're able to elevate your financial situation. Thank you for the tip, Hannah. Is there a way to get financially ahead? And in the near future. In near future. Sorry, I spelled it wrong. But I think I can still figure it out. Thank you, Anna. I've got that on a list for you. Hello, Ambrose. How are you doing? One more. What else do we have? The Nine of Paws. I love it. This is the independence and very capable or successful energy. Man's real life is happy, chiefly because he is ever expecting that it soon will be so. I feel like for whoever I'm reading it for, you might be kind of assuming that, well, in the past I thought that things were about to change and then they didn't. So now I'm starting to wonder if I should even believe that things are going to improve. I'm sure it's just going to be something else that comes up. Do what you can to control those thoughts in a little bit more of a positive way. One of these days I'm going to be surprised by a pivot or something that, an opportunity that just totally changes my life, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to make it work until I get to that point. But whenever this opportunity to level up comes my way, I'm going to be ready for it. And I'm going to be dressed for the occasion, right? Apparently no sweatpants allowed. This is the Pause Tarot. What else? The Magician, the Moon in the reverse, the Sun, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, the Magician again coming out. We had that from the Poe Tarot. Somebody could be delaying this, and you may have a small part in that if you have a habit of expecting things to go poorly. But this Moon in the reverse, I feel like this is someone else who's reflecting on you, telling you that something is unlikely, or I don't think that would ever go your way, or, I need you to focus on me instead of going to your class. When you cut off that person who is being a little bit overly dependent upon you, you're able to bring in this new chapter, and the Ten of Pentacles is wealth. Four of Cups. So the price of admission to this new financial security in your new chapter is to make sure that you are not allowing anybody to be riding your coattails or using you, smiling in your face while talking negatively about you behind your back. That's not a thing. So if you're wondering why things haven't elevated and what is it that I can do, because the Three of Wands is about action, make sure that you have positive energy from those people that are in your life. Do they genuinely want you to have good things happening to you? I don't think that's asking too much, right? My friend called me the other day, or actually I called her, told me about a new job. I was super excited about it. And then when her first day came, I asked her how her job was. Like, let's talk about it. I hope things are going better. You know when somebody has good intentions for you, even if it's not like constant communication or you have busy lives or you don't see each other very often. You know when somebody is rooting for you. And this person is not. So out they go. Bye-bye. They're the weakest link, you know? All right. I think we need... situations deck. And then we're going to start on those personal questions, okay? Hello, Radha. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your day gets better. Sending you positive energy. Maybe just find a really ridiculous song on the radio or, you know, whatever app you use for music. And then challenge yourself to dance as silly as possible and make eye contact with yourself. Like, I can't not laugh at myself when I do that. I don't know. You guys, it's all about just trying to laugh through it. We got to take care of the things that are difficult, but I am totally willing to be a goofball if it makes one or two of you laugh on a difficult day, you know? Hello, Jimmy. Who's the biter? Hello, Moya. Hello, Divey. Is that how I'm supposed to say that? We've got the TikTok card, the alien card, which talks about telepathy and dreams. Ooh, we did have the dream card, did we not? Those who dream by day are cognizant of, yeah, more things than people who just dream at night. It was much more poetic on there. It's okay. There's time running out, so this is why you're getting this message. Maybe you've been extra patient, hoping that this friend or this partner of yours is going to wake up one day and decide, you know what? I don't want to be mean to this person. You know what? I'm going to have different intentions for this. I'm not going to say it never happens, but we have to be aware of, it's like a leak in a tire. If your tire isn't retaining air and you're driving on it, especially what if it's like bad weather, like I feel like it's worse on ice, for example, it can probably handle a little bit of a leak, right? It can probably last for a little while. Does that mean you should never actually deal with the leak? No, you should actually get a different tire or you should repair the leak. This is like there's a leak and it's going to this person who is dependent on you. And they're preventing that next jump up for you because they want to see, they think about how they would rather see you not do well than do the things that you're meant to do. Why? Because they feel like they can't compete with you, or they feel like maybe you would decide you're too good for them, or they feel like maybe you would just forget them, and they want to be very close to you. Whoever this person is, they might be just a little bit possessive, or they might be very concerned about what you have going on if you make their life financially easier, or maybe you watch their kids, or maybe you help them at work. This person seems just a little bit needy. So we have Verge and Journal. Something that's about to get spoken or communicated. And I think it's you telling this person, you know, I've been looking at how things have happened over the last several weeks, or as I, you know, review the things that have happened at work, it makes me kind of struggle to see how things could improve when the intentions don't seem to align. So, you know, I feel like this is someone saying I want to go no contact, or I don't think that this is something that I should be prioritizing in my life at this time. All right, let's get to Hannah's personal question here. We have, is there a way to get financially ahead in the near future? Is there a way to get financially ahead in the near future? Yes. Three of Swords is in the reverse. Is this talking about inner healing? No. Is this talking about forgiveness of someone else? No. Oh, is this saying anticipating that something might change in like business or work area? Yes. Okay. So, if you were to create a contingency plan, which maybe sounds a little bit dramatic, but if you were to come up with something that you could do if you didn't have the monthly expenses covered, right? What would you do? Because I feel like there's something here where you're like, well, it's not that bad, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe there's something that you don't really use anymore that you could sell. Maybe there's a job that you haven't applied for because you're like, that's going to be like so much more demanding. I feel like there's something here where anticipating that you have more time or that things aren't quite that bad might be working against you. So, I mean, just like working with a greater sense of urgency. We have the Emperor, Page of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, this is telling you to anticipate that something is not going to necessarily go very well. So applying for new jobs or looking for some alternative. Queen of Cups. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I also feel like there's something you've done, Hannah, where you were like helping out a friend or, you know, buying someone lunch or, you know, handing out a coat to somebody who's homeless. This is like, I try to do things for others. Maintain that as much as you can, because I feel like it's building up this good karma for you that like it all hits at one time. There's an increase coming to you. So I hope that's helpful. With the Star, I feel like there's a lot of good karma already working in your favor. The important thing is to anticipate that something here is going to go, like it's going to sour or it's not going to go the way that you wanted it to, and you can anticipate that and get ahead of it. But I wish you luck, Hannah. Hello, how's it going? Is it Rage One? Thank you for the clapping seal. That's adorable. Hello, Wani. What's up? Oh, of course. You too. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I get that for Hannah. The thing that goes bad, how much will it affect me? How much will it affect Hannah? The Five of Swords is in the reverse, which makes me feel like this is something that is manageable or like you could solve it. But it's like if you set aside $1 every day for a year, it doesn't seem like much in the moment, but it adds up, you know what I mean? So this is like you can make it so that it's almost not really even registering for you if you plan ahead for it. Is this something that she can make completely not really impact her finances? Yeah, I feel like there's something about lining up a different option or being surprised with what you can accomplish in a different situation. Ace of Swords, Five of Wands in the reverse. It's like I didn't really think about that, but that's totally something that I could do. So, in other words, if you don't do anything at all, it could cause a decent amount of problem, like not being able to pay a couple bills. If you are doing a little bit along the way, setting aside some money or applying for new jobs, making sure, of course, that you're being your sweet self, because it seems like you've definitely built up some good credit or karma, right? This is saying those three things work together to make it so it's not really detrimental, right? All right. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for being delightful. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.